A lot of our projects involve an unusual shaped window, and in fact we get a lot of inquiries from people who have got an unusual shaped window and just don't know where to start, and it's something we absolutely love. We love a challenge. There's a couple of examples recently. One is something that you often find in period properties, which is dormer windows and shaped dormer windows. And we had one particular one, a very small sash window, but above it was a triangular shape. So, you know, which is reasonably common. To put a Roman blind on quite a small sash, in, you know, these windows typically at the top of the house, so there's not great amounts of light coming in, would have probably halved the light coming into the room. So a Roman blind really wasn't the solution. A roller blind, you know, when you mention that to a client, their eyes roll and, you know, it sounds so boring and dull. So what we did in this particular example was that we actually made a triangular shaped decorative pelmet that fitted into the apex, came down to only about that much onto the straight part of the window, just enough for us behind there to hide a roller blind. We made the roller blind in a fabric, so roller blinds don't need to be made in roller blind fabrics. You can laminate most fabrics and put them onto roller blinds. Obviously not anything that's heavily embroidered, but a lot of fabrics decorative fabrics can go onto a roller blind. So what that did was the pelmet did two things. It one, created a real feature and drama. It also hid the sort of more nasty, I'd call them sort of the nasty bits of a roller blind. And then what we did do on the roller blinds, we just put a very decorative tassel. It dressed the window absolutely beautifully, and that can be seen on our Instagram and on our inspiration pages of our website. But it's a good way, and that what it meant was that when we got the drama, the client was happy that the room looked beautiful and the window was dressed beautifully, but we didn't take too much light, because a roller blind is so much smaller that takes up a lot less space than a Roman blind, which would have taken away a lot of the light. The other thing I would say on shaped windows is that we also find them in a lot of new extensions, because architects will typically want to maximise the glazing. So we've just done one, in fact we're installing the curtain, I think on Friday, where there's a very odd shaped piece of glazing in a kitchen where it's shaped into the sloped roof. And those, you know, again, take a little bit of thinking as to how to dress them, which is often we would template for something like that. But it is worth bearing in mind when you're building these shaped windows, we do need space to be able to fix either a track or a pole too. But we usually find a way of dressing them beautifully and creatively.